him. That was Erykah Badu, on and on. So Tim Scott, the junior senator from South Carolina, is obviously going to make a bid for the presidency. He figures if Herman Cain can do it and Ben Carson can do it, he's up next. You ever notice that you never see those three guys at the same time? Apparently, they just keep them in the shed and roll them out every 4 years to look progressive. But anyway, in an interview, he talked about how he knew the pain of being black because he was stopped 18 times. 18 times he's been stopped. But he also knows the beauty of police officers because they helped him pass out Christmas presents to the underserved. The reality is that you were a black man, and 18 times you got stopped because you were a black man. They didn't know what your political ideology was. They didn't know what you believe. They knew the color of your skin. And that is why you got stopped 18 times. As for taking pictures with the police officers, they also knew the color of your skin, and it was a photo op. So they took pictures with you at Christmas. That still didn't negate the 18 times you were unnecessarily stopped. You're a bright man who's a bright man who's been humbled. You see their perspective. You have been you have been neutered. You've been spayed. They get it. You're one of them. And so there would have been no reason. You pose no danger to them at all. If they only knew you were as safe as a kitten to them. But they stopped you 18 times because you're a big black man. You, the one who said there was no racism that existed in America. I wish instead of police officers taking pictures of themselves, giving out Christmas presents, that some of those police officers are pictures playing basketball or dancing. How about instead of dancing or playing ball or passing out presents, you pull one of your co-officers off someone who's being unnecessarily beaten. You stop an officer from unnecessarily shooting somebody. How about that photo op? We don't need you to pass out presents. That's nice. We need you to stop people passing out unnecessary ass whoopings. That doesn't one time a year does not negate all the stuff and all the problems that we're having between our communities and police department. And a dancing police officer or a basketball playing police officer or a Christmas playing police officer is not why we're dealing with the problems we have. None of those police officers were present when George Floyd was getting kneed to death. They weren't passing out presents or playing basketball or dancing. They were an accomplice. So if you're going to do something that we find valuable, how about stopping people that you consider bad apples from doing what they consider doing bad things? Passing out Christmas presents is nice, but it does not negate all the problems we have between our communities and policing. Passing out presents? Remember this, Tim. I know you're running for president. I know you're a little further from the truth than some of us would like to be. But remember this, even slaves got cake on Christmas. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.